Mem's planetary affiliation is Neptune, the planet of water. Neptune, or Poseidon, was a god of running water and of the sea. He had the power of earthquakes, controlled the waves and sea weather, made fishing abundant, and could bring rain in drought and flood the land. When earthquakes appeared or other calamities, he was said to be angry. All creation gods around the world are also said to emit devastation from natural disaster when angry. There is a commonly assumed relationship with the creative God that, when thwarted, causes the god's anger. Harmony with the creative deity is important to sustain manageable creative flow and continuous flow, thus maintaining consistency. Neglect of the deity stifles that flow when people act against the laws of nature and the flow of natural creation, which brings drought or bad fishing or other disruptions to the state of abundant fertility. Let us look at these symbols in the light of the Neshamot, the souls. When Yod He Vav engaged the original Emesh, from He, the souls, the Neshamot, were born as containers for the living consciousness to inhabit the universe. This is why God's love is innate throughout the universe. For the soul substance from which it was born is Ein Sof itself. The souls of He are dimensions of his creative essence and power on their varying levels, all containing an element of the outpouring of the primal creation from Mem. For from Mem in the Emesh came the creative waters of He, and He, whose numeration is 5, holds the 5 levels of the soul. Therefore, what goes on in Mem, Neptune, affects the group soul and the individual soul as one's personal flow of creation, and therefore one's relationship with Elohim. Mem is the rippled refraction of God's love that has echoed through the universe through the souls of beings. Mem is the submission between Gevurah and Hod, the strength of the mind, the power of thought, the dance of energy to the music of the spheres. Thus, Mem is the mind in a state of reverence through deep feeling. It is the mind empowered that exalts power in creation and therefore attunes to the power in the creation of the world by Elohim. All things in creation find their form and dance in Hod, and their power and strength in Gevurah. Mem then is the mind's connection to attune to the sustenance of creation through reverence and exaltation. And through mental engagement, sacrifice enhances reverence and therefore allows the mind to behold holiness, behold the power of Elohim in the soul, our own soul, our own truth, and the soul of the earth and nature. Through patient perseverance, Mem gives the power of mind over matter. Mem itself is the power of creation and the way the soul sustains it. It is the seas of creation that Moses parted and that Noah traversed in the ark. It is the void of endless blue from which all life emerged. It is water.